Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers trade pitch to sell high on Anthony Davis if things blow up. Since winning the 2020 NBA championship, the Los Angeles Lakers have never been truly close to contending. Yes, they reached the Western Conference Finals in 2023, but they got swept by eventual champion Denver Nuggets. With no significant changes in their lineup, it's hard to bet on the Lakers to make a deep playoff run in the Western Conference, which has greatly improved this offseason. If the Lakers' season goes south and blowing it up is the only logical choice to start a full-scale rebuild under first-time head coach J.J. Redick, Sports Illustrated's Alex Kirschenbaum proposed a trade to sell high on Davis before his skills get diminished by age and injuries. Los Angeles Lakers receive Brandon Ingram, Jordan Hawkins, 4 first-round picks, 1 first-round pick swap. New Orleans Pelicans receive Anthony Davis. Yes, it's an asset-depreciated reversal of LA's original deal to acquire Davis from the team that drafted him in 2019, Kirschenbaum wrote. However, for the Lakers, extracting maximum value out of Davis, who is already in his 30s, should be their MO to launch a full-scale rebuild. A trade going back to the Pelicans gives Davis his redemption shot at rewriting his legacy in the team that drafted him, similar to what LeBron James did in Cleveland after winning in Miami. A Davis-Zion Williamson surrounded by two-way players and plenty of shooting has the makings of a championship contender. The Lakers will never be under their current makeup. Getting Ingram, their former number 2 pick, could go both ways for the Lakers. Either he is a placeholder while they look for their next star or get flipped for more future assets down the road. The Lakers can choose from the 5 round picks the Pelicans have, their own 2025, 2029 and 2031 and Milwaukee Bucks 2025 and 2027. Redick is not keeping his opening night plan for the Lakers secret. In an interview with the recently fired Zach Lowe in what turned out to be the last episode of ESPN's The Lowe Post podcast, Redick revealed his starting lineup to open the season. "Yeah, it'll be the starting 5 that went 23-10 last year," Redick told Lowe on September 25. Redick was referring to the starting lineup of D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, James and Davis. While this 5-man group makes the perfect sense in terms of offense, their lack of perimeter and point-of-attack defense exposed them in their playoff loss to the Nuggets for the second straight postseason. Under their erstwhile coach Darvin Ham last season, Hachimura was very vocal that he should been part of the starting lineup from the start. "I've been telling them, this is who we are," Hachimura said on February 14. "We've been trying a lot of different things, some lineups and all this stuff, but this is the lineup we had in the playoffs and that's how we won, so it's simple. It's just that we know, we're just really comfortable playing each other." With Hachimura set to get his wish under the Lakers' new head coach, former Lakers guard Patrick Beverley, now playing in Israel, puts pressure on the Japanese forward to produce more. "Rui, he a good basketball player, but he's not the X factor to me," Beverley said on the Pat Bev pod on September 23. "Actually, you know what, he should be the X factor because he gets paid as the X factor should be. So yeah, expletive, we go put him X factor. He needs to do more, he needs to do more. He has to come in like, I'm the second option. His mindset has to be, yeah, it's here, it's LeBron here, it's Austin Reeves here, it's D'Lo here, but no, getting it, I'm the second option." That has to be his mindset, you know? Because they do need that. Despite not getting the starting job right away, Hachimura finished strong, averaging a career-high 13.6 points on 53.7% field goal shooting and 42.2% from the three-point line in his first full season with the Lakers. Lakers news: J.J. Redick likes size and versatility of starting lineup. Los Angeles Lakers head coach J.J. Redick announced recently that the team would be returning to their most successful starting lineup of 2023-24. That is the grouping of LeBron James, Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura that went 23-10 in games they started together last season. Former head coach Darvin Ham experimented with several other lineup pairings, but ultimately landed on this one in the second half of the year when the Lakers desperately needed to go on a run. That lineup had a plus 5.2 net rating after January 1st and was efficient on both ends of the floor. Redick obviously likes the record associated with that lineup from last year, but he spoke specifically about what he likes when James, Davis, Russell, Reeves and Hachimura are on the court together. I like the fact that in the games they played together last year, they were 23-10 with essentially the equivalent of a top 5 defense, Redick said. I like the size a lot, particularly on the front line with Rui, LeBron and AD. And Austin is what I would say a bigger, or slightly above average size 2 guard. So I like the size of that group. I like the versatility having 3 guys who can play with the ball in their hands. You brought up the systems. Some of our systems will require players to be off the ball, and that doesn't mean standing around off the ball. It means being involved in screening actions, and so far in some of the smaller settings we've done that, like AR is a great example. We talked very early when I got the job and he spent time with us in Vegas and I told him, I said, to this point in your career, you've played one way and you've got like a great skill set and it's this circle. All we're doing, we're not taking anything out of that circle, we're just adding to that circle. We're making the circle a little bigger. We're making your bag a little bit bigger, making you a little more hard to guard, making you a little bit more dynamic. I think that's what we're trying to do for all the players in our program, not just the starting 5. Under Redick, the Lakers already seem to have a greater priority for size and versatility than they did under Ham. The previous head coach was much more guard-focused and wanted LA to be able to get out and run, even at the expense of the defense. If Redick continues with his strategy into the season, it's possible the Lakers may have earlier success and won't have to play catch-up in the latter half of the campaign. Magic Jhonson shares honest take about J.J. Redick's first year as Lakers coach. Lakers legend Magic Jhonson isn't sugarcoating how difficult J.J. Redick's first year as LA's coach may be. It's hard to go from where he was to the coach now, Jhonson said of Redick on Jimmy Kimmel Live. Because remember, he was criticizing guys. Now, you gotta come and coach these guys that are in the NBA, in that locker room. So, he's a very intelligent man, I give him that. He's smart, he knows the game frontwards and backwards. Also, analytic-wise, he's really intelligent, too. Now, can that transfer to the court, right? Can he now get the guys to play the way he wants them to play, have a great system on both ends, offense and defense, and can he make adjustments within the game? That's gonna be the key for me, then I know if he's a great coach. Because if a team goes on a run, can he make an adjustment to stop that run? Redick may have next to no coaching experience, but what he does have is 15 years of NBA playing experience, something that few current coaches in the league have. 3 coaches in the league right now were once in the same boat as Redick, Jason Kidd, Doc Rivers and Steve Kerr. Robin reacts to a fantastic Game 1 performance by Breanna Stewart and the New York Liberty against Aya Wilson and the Las Vegas Aces in the WNBA playoffs. Like Redick, Golden State Warriors coach Kerr also had 15 years of playing experience before trying his hand at coaching. Kerr is now the Team USA coach and has guided the Warriors to 4 championships, so Redick may well follow a similar path. Of course, there will be an immense amount of pressure on Redick as the Lakers try to win one last championship before LeBron rides off into the sunset. But he is more than willing to accept the challenge it seems, while dispelling the notion he was given a handout. Redick recently said of his position, "It's not because I spent 7 years as an assistant coach. It's because I've worked my ass off on this craft of basketball for the last 32 years. I'm in this position because of that, not because I skipped the line." And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Magic Jhonson? Leave your opinion in the comments.